Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentleman Podcast for Monday, December 6th. I'm your host, Scott Labrie, and joined alongside me, I almost said all day Eric Deshane first, but I just did.
Oh.
So all day Eric Deshane.
Hello.
And Uncle Teabag, Tyler Sund.
Hello there.
Switching things up.
Oh my god. There's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, something's weird tonight. Yep.
Yeah, it could be that I just woke up 10 minutes ago from a nap. I was just like on my couch, just like that. Like, oh, fuck, my neck.
Podcast. Yep.
My neck. My head.
I was actually passing out a lot today for some reason.
You weren't wrong, so was I. I slept great, slept great last night and everything else too, but even today at 3 o'clock I got back from working in the shop for a bit and I was on the couch. I'm like, I can just fall asleep right now. And so I don't go back to St. Paul. So I got back here around 5 and I think I had a good 45-minute nap first thing I did when I got home. I couldn't figure out why. I was tired
I guess I did too. I went to visit my parents this afternoon too. And as soon as I got there, sat down, talked for a few minutes. I'm like, I'm going to go in the living room. I just laid down. My dad and I both passed out. We both just
Yeah.
Carly made a joke, like father, like son. I just snapped out of it. No!
I think it was just that being so cold, you wanted to get warm, so you get cozy, and then just I'm cozy, I'm comfortable. And
that nice heat while it's freezing outside. Just
exactly. It's exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sleepy day today, I guess, for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Plug in your truck weather, too, out there.
Yeah, I got to do that after this if I remember.
Same.
Yeah. So, PSA for all you who forgot about it last night.
Yeah.
Listening
last
to
night,
the podcast.
Listen to the podcast now. Who forgot about
it? Why did you tell me sooner?
Right?
It's your guys' fault. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it is the first Monday of December, which means we are doing Ask Us Anything, and we got a few questions here from a few of our listeners, and we'll go through them real quick. I was just checking here, see if I had a late
submission
here. I do. One from Aaron. I'll try to remember that one. But we got Cameron up first. He says Superfan Cam. What are some of your favorite Christmas movies? And which is better, Home Alone 1 or 2? And will you watch the new one?
I always default to Christmas Vacation. Still is my favorite Christmas movie. That's always on. That's just hands down. But Home Alone's always on TV too. I'll sit and watch that, and and The Grinch gets played a lot too. Like the Jim Carrey one a lot too with my nieces and nephews. But I don't have feelings for that one either, good or bad. Yeah,
it's a little much.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's Jingle All the Way. I think.
Yeah, same.
My face is just I look like I'm unsure what's going on here.
Yeah, it's like, wait,
this is my face now.
I'm being recorded. Yeah,
I'm gonna shut the video off here real quick.
All right,
turn it on again.
Let's see. I can say what my top 3 are always Christmas Vacation.
There we go.
The Santa Claus with Tim Allen, and
good one.
I like Elf with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get into the habit of watching too many Christmas movies, but when I do, it's usually Vacation and other ones like that too.
Yeah, because we have a TV at work that plays all day for our customers, and then during the Christmas season, Vacation, Christmas, National Lampoon's Vacation, Christmas one, whatever is playing. So I'll watch that.
Oh yeah,
that's just a good.
Oh,
that's just your go-to every time. Christmas movie. It is quite hilarious.
As for the second question, though, I would argue the second one is better.
Because Donald Trump's in it.
Sure. Now, I think is that the one where Marv gets electrocuted so much he's gets to become a skeleton. I love that scene so much. He goes.
He's like, oh, and he goes on for a minute, and then all you see is skeleton after. He's like, ah! It's so stupid.
Best one.
I think that is the one.
I think the second one, yeah. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like didn't Corridor do like a spoof of what would happen if it was like R-rated?
Yeah.
They did an R-rated one of like when in the first one he pokes his head through the cat door and he's got the BB gun, but it's actually like a shotgun and freaking blows his head off. Just freaking. It's like Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think I like the second one more too, just because there's more happening and he's taking advantage of like room service. Tim Curry's in it too. Oh, like Tim Curry is, he was a national treasure. That guy. Yeah, I think the second one's probably the better one. It's pretty close. It's tough because well, they're both pretty good, but yeah.
I admittedly haven't like watched these too many times, like each. Like I don't have a very high familiarity with both of them, but probably the first one I'd say is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
And will you watch the new one?
No.
It's got the kid from Jojo Rabbit in it.
That's right. Yeah, no, probably not. No. It's probably going to be woke and more family friendly and.
Yeah, it looks like it. That's how the trailer for it. I'm like, oh, cool. They're making it. I thought they were like remaking it. Updating it again, whatever else. But
yeah,
no, it looks pretty bad.
I haven't even seen the trailer for it.
Don't.
No, I want to.
It's 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not. Monique asks, have you ever loved a TV series until something happens and you stop watching, like a character leaves, storyline changes, character changes, etc.? And then she puts a Vikings spoiler, so I don't know if I should read that. But
yeah, I kind of want to watch.
I'll say Vikings was great until something happened.
I know what it is. I haven't seen up to that part, but I knew that's what was happening because I saw the spoiler, and I'm like, I'm not even going to bother watching this show then because what's the point? What the fuck's the point? Because it was a good show until I heard that spoiler.
One for me was it's a very late spoiler, but I ruined it so much I get to rewatch the series. Was How I Met Your Mother and how it ends. Was like
that's the ending.
But I know, but that ending shouldn't even exist because the last season. I didn't even watch the last season because of how that first season 8 ended was perfect ending to it. No need for the last season, and then it kept going. So I'll watch 1 or 2. I saw like, how bad they were. I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching the rest of it. And then I heard about the finale. I'm like, it's just icing on the fucking cake right there. That's just terrible. Yeah, so that one was a very dumb. Like, oh, it was perfect ending to that one. He met her, good. No need for no more, but they made another season's worth of bullshit.
Right. For me, it was going to be X-Files for me because Mulder leaves for like 2 seasons, and then what's his name? The guy Robert Patrick, whatever his name is, comes in as a replacement because they're looking for Mulder, and that's the story. But then they're still doing like other cases in between. I'm like, where the fuck is Mulder? Like, where did David Duchovny go? I'm like, but he shows up like I think 2 or 3 times in the one season. I'm like, what the what? Almost lost faith in it. And then I did watch to the end, and I'm like, this is the dumbest ending I've ever seen to a series. You had potential for it to literally go anywhere, and you chose super soldiers. Fuck you.
Yep.
Still one of the best shows I've ever seen, though. So good.
But that was like because it was in a not what's the term I want to say? Not for contract dispute over rights. It was because you wanted to be done with it, but they still wanted to keep going. So he said, "Well, fuck you guys, we're killing you off," or whatever else. But
yeah,
the fan backlash was whoo. Yeah. So
because like some of the standalone episodes were actually really good. There were some pretty good like different villains and creatures and shit happening there too. Because Robert Patrick, he was like a government agent guy, right? Like he'd never seen the supernatural shit, so his perspective was kind of cool and fresh. And then Scully was like, I don't know, her typical, believes more in God.
She was more, but she was turning into more Mueller because
she was taking on his.
Robert is the straight face and she's a skeptic, right? So now it's
exactly. So the roles kind of
so
switched around like that. It just felt out of place a little bit, but I don't know. Still good enough for me to finish.
Is your files hold up?
The first 6 seasons probably not.
Yes, in a way, but no, because it is dated for sure, especially with the times. But the stories are good enough though. Still, like if you
Stories are good
ignore,
enough. I think you would
yeah,
power through it.
if you
Like
just
I've never seen
tolerate,
X Files
yeah.
because
If you tolerate the time, like where the setting at the moment, you'll be fine. You'll still enjoy it. It's just it is very early 90s, a little rough at times.
The first season, I remember watching it. Oh God, like 7 or 8 years ago, I started watching it again, and I'm like, ooh, this is kind of rough. This is kind of rough. Like low budget, cheesy, whatever. But like once you get to the second, third season, it's like okay, now it's starting to it's getting. They're picking up steam, better budgets, and yeah,
agreed.
Cool. I got a couple for this question. I remember when Family Guy killed Brian for some reason, and they brought in some Italian dog.
Hey, I'm the new guy. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
This is stupid.
What?
Yeah, it was for like 3 episodes, but I'm not sure if that was intentional. Just a little bit of a
to throw people off.
Try to see if it sticks. If it doesn't stick, they'll bring it back, which I figured that's what happened. They did, but I wasn't watching it anyways when it came on. So like when I saw that happen, I'm like, oh, whatever. I haven't watched.
Same. I wasn't watching like that much, but like I was like, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Probably to shake it up and get more views, and then saw that it tanked. Then like, oh, bring him back.
Yeah. When that 70s show, when Eric and Kelso left, and they're like, we could keep making the show for that last season. And they're like, nope, you can't. When Eric goes to Africa to train to be a doctor or whatever, and Kelso leaves because he's going to be in movies, Ashton Kutcher. So they brought this one new guy in at the final season to replace kind of Eric.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. No.
Didn't go good.
Obviously not. Yeah. I didn't. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was like everybody else still in, like Mila Kunis and them? Interesting.
Yeah. One of the final like arcs was Fez was about to be deported, so he marries Jackie, Mila Kunis' character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Damn it, I had another one, but now I kind of forgot. So whatever.
You'll remember.
We'll move on. Yeah. Nicole with a super deep question out of nowhere.
Here we go.
She says, I saw an article about an automated suicide machine today. So my question is, either would you use one, or do you believe in medically assisted suicide?
I would not use one because I'm not that depressed yet.
Well, I'm guessing if you were like in like a terminal chronic pain kind of situation.
Yeah, that's where the medical suicide question comes into as well, right? Which it's.
I guess it's kind of the same blended question. I guess. Yeah.
I just think automated suicide machine. My first thought already was Futurama.
Futurama, yeah.
Right away, I'm like, oh yeah, it's all Brian Bender meat. Verizon thinks in line for the phone booth, but it's a suicide machine. So Bender's
God!
Bender's right behind him, like, hey, hurry up! I want to get this done. So he goes in. Bender goes in with him and realizes, oh, the thing's gonna kill me. Shit! So he's like,
oh my God! Jesus! I gotta watch. I've seen Futurama, but I don't remember that episode.
The very first scene with Brian Bender.
Very first episode.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'll have to watch it again. But as for euthanasia or medically assisted suicide, yeah. Like, why would you?
Yeah, no, I agree. If you know you're suffering, and it is, I think there is a certain like, there's no black or white answer with that for sure. It's case by case thing, and
definitely
look into it.
There's gotta be a lot of checks and balances.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff, right? Yeah. So, but I mean, like that's for sure. Like I can think of times where like, yeah, I think that would be the right answer, right option, because
depends. It totally depends. Like if you're sick and you're in pain, you can't even like waking up is painful, and it's just like, what's the point? Like it's a struggle just to live.
Eventually, you're cutting that line way short,
and you just I think it's
it's like doctor says you have 3 years to live, but those 3 years are going to be horrible,
excruciating, and you're in a hospital
Yeah.
Right? Like you're going for
you need constant care 24/7.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. This isn't. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, that makes me think of this really depressing TikTok I saw. I'm like laughing. All of a sudden this TikTok came on. And there's some young girl, and she's like in this machine. She says she needs to use this machine 3 times a day just to stay alive, like to keep her whatever. Like it's like a struggle just to get out of bed, to go to the hospital, to go do this, and she spends the whole day there, and then goes home and sleeps after, and that's all she does. It didn't say what she had or whatever. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So it's like, damn, man, just some young girl too, like, just out of nowhere. I thought this was a happy place. I was wrong. Yeah.
There you go.
Good question, Cole.
There you go. Yes to euthanasia. That sounds terrible.
It does a little bit, yeah.
Wrong wording. You know what I mean. I mean that in the best way possible. Can't think of the best way to possibly say it.
There is no way.
There is no way. No.
There's no way.
I believe in assisted. No, I'm just kidding.
Aaron's got a couple here. Her first one here is, what are your opinions on NFTs?
Oh, is that those barcodes?
I don't even fully understand.
It's what? Non-fungible token.
Yeah, you can take it's a photo of whatever else, and that has a code to it, and that code represents a cash transaction or something like that, or
so it's digital art, right?
So it is used a lot for art these days. So essentially, it's just it puts your name on it in the blockchain, kind of like crypto is kind of thing. Where it kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like how digital art assigns the one true version of it, kind of thing. Like, like you can have the Mona Lisa, the real Mona Lisa's in the Louvre, but you can have prints of the Mona Lisa. So like in this case, it'd be like if you own the NFT, it has your name on it, and a lot of people are just like, look at this, check this out, right click, save as. I got your NFT. And it's like, it's really, really weird because it's like, I guess if you just want the picture, that is, but like for people, it's like that it's the collection version of it that gives it money, I guess. So it's like you can right click and save as, but that just means like you have the print, I guess,
the print of it, exactly.
Copy of it,
copy of it. See, I can see that more being more useful in terms of copywriting something, right? Because you can say like, yes, I made this photo. This is mine because the NFT attached to it is under my name. So I think that's where it has a better use for that. But as like a form, like I've been hearing it as a form of currency, a form of trading, I'm like, I have no idea how that would even work yet. But
right.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, so I'm not too sure about it yet. But it'll be another form of exchanging money.
It's just another thing showing like how far we've come. Like everything's electronic now. Yeah. Money's not the only currency anymore. You have digital fucking coins. You have digital tokens. You've got, a fucking 16-bit Microsoft Paint picture worth $10 million fucking dollars. Right. I don't understand what's happening anymore. So it's just another thing to throw in the mix, I guess, of something I don't understand. That I'm far behind in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it is definitely like hard to wrap your brain around it though, because
and that's the worst part too, because those who do know about it know how to do that to their advantage against people like us who have no idea how it works.
Capitalize big time on it, from what I can see.
It's like, so you got to get on the in fast, because if you want to be a part of it, you got to understand what it means right away.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of like, I think worthless NFTs that are getting sold right now that are not worthless right now, but soon will be worthless.
Going to be, because that's how stocks work too, right? That's all. Yeah.
Or something now, and then once everybody catches on, then it just drops like stonks. Stonks.
Stonks.
Damn.
Stonks are plummeting.
Also from Aaron here. What is a classic / popular movie you're ashamed you haven't watched? I got a whole list.
I have
anything
one.
before the age of 1995, probably.
Right?
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption, I have not seen yet.
Same.
I feel like I really should watch that.
That is probably the top of my list.
I probably should, because it's considered one of the best movies ever made, right? Yeah. It's like on every
number one
major
on IMDb's list.
Yeah, that's right. It's like because I love the actors, I love the writer.
No,
I don't know why I haven't seen it yet. Why the fuck haven't I seen it yet? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. What else haven't I seen that's like way up there?
I haven't seen what's the Matthew McConaughey one where he goes to the space?
Interstellar.
That one I haven't seen.
Yeah, that one.
I mean, like that's not.
I don't think that's essential.
But no, that's a very popular one. Everyone has seen
it.
Extremely popular. Everyone saw it. I never seen it.
I'd give you more shit if you haven't seen Inception than that.
Yeah, that's true. Probably. That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Even
what's one for you, Scott? What's a big one for you?
The Terminator series I haven't watched.
No, I'm just kidding.
Predator, like all these '80s action movies.
Like, which I was like
Die Hards. Have you seen the Die Hard movies?
I've seen Die Hard movies.
Okay, well that's good. That's good.
Like Lethal Weapons. I haven't seen any of those.
Yeah.
Ooh. Those aren't as high, but they're pretty high.
They're pretty good.
They're quite good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terminator and 1 and 2 is probably the most egregious.
Those were groundbreaking movies. That like the Alien and Aliens.
Yep.
Those two were groundbreakers too. I think.
Jurassic Park. I haven't seen Jurassic Park.
That's the big one.
You haven't seen the first Jurassic Park?
No, I actually have this running joke that I've seen the worst of all these franchises. Like I've seen,
and not the original, not the good one.
Yeah, you've seen the new versions. Yeah,
I've seen Jurassic World, which is garbage, and then
I liked it.
And then I watched Terminator. Was it
Salvation? The one that you liked. I'm like, you gotta be fucking.
Well, I have to like it. It's the only one I've seen. Best Terminator movie I've ever seen, man.
The biggest shit that was dropped on a great show.
But that's the conundrum now. So if I actually go and watch the actual Terminator movies, I can't say Terminator Salvation is the best.
Tyler, you've seen all the Terminator movies, right?
Not the newest one. Not the
T3.
Yeah, of course.
And you liked it more than Revelation or than
Salvation?
Salvation?
Yeah, way more.
Whoa!
Salvation was terrible.
Oh, but 3 was awful.
Oh, 3 was just a dumb fucking PG-13 action fest.
Oh, that was bad.
That was like pointless because nothing changed, like at all. It's like this movie doesn't count to me. So it's like, I'll just enjoy it because it doesn't count because it's nonsensical, and it was just I don't know. The action was really good in it.
I enjoyed Salvation more than T3. I'll say that.
Oh, Salvation! I'm like, I got it. I walked out of the theater after Arnie stepped out of the cryo chamber. I'm like, I'm not finishing this. Like, I made it this far and I walked out. I'm like, fuck this.
Wow.
Fuck this. If he has nothing to do with it, James Cameron has nothing to do with it. Like, whatever, I'll power through it. I'm like, I guess what's his name's character where he's half human, half, and he's not sure what the hell he is. Like, that was interesting to me. That was okay. And like how he was part of the project like, when he was in prison. I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. But everything else, like Christian Bale, like what a fucking loser.
That's the infamous movie where he lost his shit on that one.
He did, yeah.
On the lighting gun.
And then when I heard that too, it just solidified my hate for the movie. Because he was, just a lunatic. He's a fucking lunatic. But yeah, that's funny. That's fucking funny. Have you seen Titanic, Scott?
Long time ago. Yeah.
Okay, so you have seen that.
Yeah,
that's another one. That's a big one.
It's one that like, it's maybe not the most freshest in my memory, but also like I've seen enough clips of it to put the puzzle.
Get the gist of it.
Yeah.
People die on a boat.
Yeah.
But they made it 4 hours.
They hit an ice cube.
Yep.
And
there was enough room for Jack
and they boned in the car.
The plank.
Absolutely.
And they boned in the car. Yep.
There's so much room in that plank for Jack. That's horseshit.
Lots of room.
Yeah.
Crock of shit.
And I guess this is the last question from viewers. From my mom. What's the best advice to improve someone's life?
Best advice to improve someone's life. Be an asshole sometimes. Be an asshole sometimes. Stand up for yourself. Stop catering to people that take fucking advantage of you. Not that that's been recent. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Stand up for yourself. Be an asshole once in a blue moon. Not to your close loved ones who do things for you. Separate those people. Especially friends. Like, you got to stand up for yourself. That's why my circle has grown considerably smaller lately. I just don't have enough patience for it anymore. Don't waste your life pleasing other people who don't return the favor or boost the best part of you and support the best part of you. That's my advice.
Good advice.
I'm surprised how quickly that hit me.
My advice might be a little bit controversial.
Ooh, let's hear it.
But if he ain't ready to have kids, wrap it up, Don't.
How's that controversial? That's a no-brainer.
Well,
that's
apparently.
You say that.
It's not a no-brainer.
Right? I know it's not. I'm living with someone that's like that. Jesus Christ. I'm just kidding.
Don't roll the dice. It gets
Right? The technology's out there to keep this from happening.
Yeah.
There for a century.
Or just fucking willpower, or just a little common sense. Hey, we're gonna have fun, but let's do it the right way.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something thoughtful, but I can't think of fucking nothing right now. I don't know, just say hi to people more often. I don't know.
Say hi to people.
Yeah,
I should. I used to. Yeah. I used to do that a lot. Now I'm just like, don't even.
I'm getting better at that. Just walking by, just saying hello. Just trying not to just be in my own. Be more aware of my surroundings and who I'm with, and
Especially recently, especially with the masks.
Yeah.
And having to stay away from people, it makes it tough to be friendly because you're just like, oh.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, what's going on in their mind? Are they one of those people or one of those people? Or one of those people that are those people? You don't know what side of the fence they're on. Hey, how's it going? It's like even handshakes. Like at work, for example, like some people just don't care. They're like, here, they go to shake your hand. It's like, well, I mean, I'm fine shaking people's hands. I'm not worried that I'm gonna, die from it. But some people are just like, COVID, probably shouldn't. Fuck off. Get the fuck out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So yeah, I know what you mean. It's just the human connection has been severed a little bit lately. It's nice to get everybody kind of back to being courteous and nice.
Drink more water.
That's a good one.
That's a great one.
Very important. Get your high quality H2O. Get it in you.
That's one thing where I'm like, the root of most of my problems for the day is like, man, I got a headache, or man, I'm really sore. It's like, how much water have I drank today? Hardly any. Well, there's my freaking problem. So that's exactly it now. It's like, just drink more water.
Especially that I find the same thing because I drink fucking 3 mugs of coffee a day. How much water do I have? Well, whatever was in the coffee.
Yeah.
Pretty much it. I mean, I have tea in between because I don't want to have 6 cups of coffee in one day. So I try to separate it a bit because it is an addiction. But water. Get your cold water.
I got a few questions that I came up with, and Tyler, you came up with one too, or something?
I found 2 good ones, I think.
Okay.
But yeah.
You want me to go first?
Sure. Let's hear yours.
Since it's the winter, December, Christmas season, kind of more questions along those lines.
Cool.
What was your go-to sled/toboggan when you were younger?
Ooh.
I don't know if you've ever seen them before, but my dad had to haul water to our place because we didn't have a well and we didn't have whatever. So we had a cistern tank. So to haul the water, we had to buy a big plastic, 5,000 gallon tank or whatever the fuck it was. And on the top, there's like a dome bowl. And one of them had cracked one really cold winter. So he had to buy a new one. And then with the old one, he's like, what if, because, I've got 4 boys, what if I just cut the top off and flipped it over, made like a big saucer, and he drilled handles like for rope handles, and he tied it behind the quad and the sled and pulled us around on that thing and whipped us around like rag dolls on that thing. That was our go-to. And whenever we'd go out to like a big hill, all of us would hop on there. My mom, my dad, all four of us would hop on this thing and just fucking rip down hills, man. We'd hit jumps. There'd be kids flying everywhere. Like it was a blast. That was our go-to. Those were the best. Awesome. Those were the best. But if we went on like gravel and stuff, the middle would like wear out. So there'd be like snow coming into the saucer. We'd be like scooping it out as we're like ripping. Dad's just fucking hauling ass on the quad, pulling us. Good times, good memories. Frick, I forgot that we even did that. That was a blast. That's a good question. I like that. Good memories.
We would always have, because we calf during the wintertime, there would be something called the calf sled, which is a big plastic toboggan that's usually high wall too. It's about 6 inches high on the wall, so it keeps the calf. You can pull the calf from the stalls into the barn to warm up. And we always had those around the shop. So we always had those growing up forever. Those are always toboggans for that. And some of them you get one a little bit of, why is it like wet on the inside or something here? Weird. I'll wash it off with the hose. You're fine. Okay. And clean it off. Clean off the inside and just go down the hill with it or get pulled behind the quad or sled with it. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. And those are like the high grade. Like they're good.
They're solid. They're heavy.
Solid. They're heavy and you can fucking cruise on those things, man. Those are good ones. Yeah.
Nice. I had one of those like what are they called? GTs, like the
GTs. The little sissy with the steering wheels.
Yeah.
We had those too, but they never lasted. They always broke.
No, same with us. Like we tried to, and it's just you had less control. It's more fun just holding onto the sides and just bracing for it.
Yeah, and then just like we had like a just classic toboggan. I remember like going, not necessarily sledding, but like my parents would go for like walks sometimes downtown, and they just like put all three kids, all us three young kids in the toboggan, and they had a rope, and my dad would just pull us around town.
Yeah, just that's what I do with Leia. Just like if I have to go to the mailbox or something, or just gotta go somewhere, just to go for a walk with her because she wants to go outside at night. I've done that a few times already this year because it's been so nice out. Just walk around the yard or just walk around the block, just pull her, and she's just like, wee. Yeah. So, I mean, it works. Makes sense. Pull them around.
Yeah.
Can't escape. Can't run away from you. Just fucking keep moving. They can't jump out. Too scared. It's perfect. Yeah.
My next question. Thoughts on eggnog?
I love eggnog so much.
I don't. Yeah, no.
You can burn in hell. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Eggnog is like the nectar of the gods, man. Like God semen. He just like out of the clouds, you just fill up your cup and it's just thick and incredible. It is the greatest.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you.
Yes, fuck yes.
Nope.
Yeah. See, Carly hates it. I let Leia try it and she's like, ooh, and she just guzzled it. And Carly like gags because we drink it and then we leave about this much, like just like a quarter of an inch left on the bottom of the thing, and it like calcifies and gets really sticky. So when she washes it, it's like really gooey and like gross. And she's like, because she hates the texture and she hates. I'm like, I don't know. She's so fucking strange that way, but I don't know. I don't see how it's like a meal in a glass too, and it tastes great. Fuck, it's so good, so good. It makes me actually.
Definitely something you can like only have for like. Well, I mean, you can have more than one glass, but you're playing. Playing with
you're rolling the dice. Yeah, for sure. Just because you can get pretty sick. I've been when I was a kid, I got really sick on eggnog, and when it shoots out, it's like slime, man. Because I drank like. Oh fuck! I don't even know how much. We had our whole family over when we were kids, and I got so sick. Well, plus we're eating cookies and Nanaimo bars and shit.
Sugar,
I'm chasing it down with like 2 liters of fucking eggnog, and I'm just like, just long stringy slime coming out.
Jesus,
it was super lubricated, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, that makes me think of the one time I went to, in a previous relationship, there's her son Jackson. There, he He'd never tried eggnog before. He was like, what, 3 maybe? I can't remember how old he was. And I'm like, I was going to the liquor store to get beer anyway, and I saw, I'm like, oh, frick, they have eggnog here? I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. I grabbed eggnog. I'm like, fuck, I'll get Jackson to try some of this eggnog, right? Didn't have any indication, but like, I'm buying it from the liquor store. Anyway, so I poured a glass. Just a little cup, like maybe about this much. And he tasted it, like, ooh, yummy. And he like guzzled it, right? And I looked at it, I'm like, holy fuck, there's rum in here. Like, it's like pre-mixed eggnog and rum. I'm like, oh shit. But he slept like so good after that. I'm like, oh my god. I was like super worried. He's like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, he's like, oh my god. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell your mother. Yeah.
I never had the pre-mixed stuff. Is it good?
It's pretty good. Yeah. You can definitely taste like an alcohol aftertaste. The initial, like when it's in your mouth, it's like eggnog and it's delicious. But then the aftertaste, like kind of burn after. It's like, ooh, there's a bit of rum in there. So it's yeah. I've never had the actual like, because there's a way that you can mix it. There's spice rum and something else you put in with the eggnog. Mm-hmm. I've never had like an actual mixed drink with eggnog, but except for that pre-mixed one that I just talked about. But
yeah,
I hear it's really good.
Do like brandy in there too, right?
Yeah. You can do brandy and eggnog. It kind of balances itself out because eggnog is so super sweet, and then brandy is just hot garbage.
Yeah.
No, brandy is a whole nother level, man.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
it's right up there with Scotch. Holy Christ! Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And my last question here: what is your approach to a Secret Santa? Like, do you give like a gag gift, or do you do something more meaningful from the heart, that kind of thing? Like, say it's for work or something, or your friends. Does that change the way you do it?
Yeah, definitely. If it's people I know well, and I know I do want to get like just the fun gift. I don't want to be like the super, like just the kind of the fun, goofy kind of gift thing. If I know them well enough, or I know I can get something good, I'll do that. But if not, then I'll fall to like something more meaningful, more like not a gift card or whatever else, like something I can just hear good enough. Sorry, but I would really try to make it like, oh yeah, here's this one joke this one time to make it funny kind of thing. But I don't know. Yeah, I try to make it humorous if I could. So
yeah, it depends on who it is. Like if it's a work related thing, then like a bottle of booze or something, or whatever. But if it's like family, then it'll be something a little more sentimental. I don't do the prank gifts very often, which is strange because I feel like I would be the kind of person that would do that, but I don't. I guess something kind of sentimental that's meaningful to them.
Yeah.
It
is kind of always a little iffy doing the gag gift because, like, oh, because if you're the only one who is giving the gag gifts, it's like, I kind of feel bad. It's like, oh, well, everybody else got nice stuff, and I just gave this person used toilet paper or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
right.
Right.
Not like that, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, just whatever. Yeah, for sure.
All right, Tyler, you got some questions?
I do. So the one here I got is if you could change the price of one item to $1 for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One item.
And I came up with fuel or gasoline. $1, just infinite use. $1.
See, but that,
or is it $1 a liter? No,
thought about that one too.
$1.
Oh, I see. I thought it was $1 a liter. That's the whole thing. I'm like, well, yeah.
No.
Because you're keeping it at that one thing. Like, oh, well, then
every time you use it, it's just $1. Fill up your truck.
Yeah,
fill up your jerry can. $1.
It is now, then you're saving money. But when it goes below $1, then you lose it. It's like that doesn't make sense. But I see what you mean now. A one-time use, fill up $1 done. I got you now. Yeah, that makes sense that way.
Or like Scott's answer is good too.
Yeah, Scott's a good answer.
Yeah,
we had kind of the same idea. Say it.
Little escorts, $1
a pop.
$1, yeah.
Hitting the back.
No matter the quality. The back page. Premium, amateur, doesn't matter. $1.
Yeah.
Baby.
Does a house count?
Sure.
I'd say a house.
I guess, I mean, your mortgage payment.
One mansion.
But I mean,
$1, please.
Yeah, which house do you want? $1. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shit, that's a good one. Yeah, I guess.
Well, like
Grand
to me,
scheme of things.
with my head, with my brain, I'm like, so your payment for your mortgage is only $1. So does that mean you just pay $1 a month and it's cleared, or you pay $1 towards your $100,000 house, right? Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So I was thinking,
or vehicles.
I was thinking like phone bill or mine. Well, mine was $2. My phone bill, no matter what, is going to be $1 a month. That's one thing. It's like, yeah, it's not bad.
A $1 subscription.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. But yeah,
that'd
but,
be a good one.
you can say anything really. It's like, yeah, your house. Yeah, it's like, oh, that's $1 done. It's like, but
that's a one-time.
Yeah.
Well, depends on how often you want to move, but
yeah. Well, you can move whenever you want because you pay $1 for a house.
shit, think about it.
Yeah.
You could buy like 100 houses.
Yeah.
And sell them for 100,000. Boom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to buy your house, not for sale. Here's $1.
Here's
Mine
$1.
now.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe this will change your mind.
Yeah. It's a crumpled $1 bill. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not even a loony. Like,
yeah.
Where'd you even get this?
Yeah. So I had kind of I saw another one on Instagram. This one really made me think.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a competitive one. So it's like you only get one shot in basketball. Which one? So you can do a layup, you can get 50 grand. You do a free throw, you get 100 grand. Top of the key, $500,000. A wing 3-pointer, 750,000, or a corner 3-pointer, $1 million. What would you risk? You only get one shot.
Oh, hold on. I just want to say that this person fucked it up by putting that the corner 3 is the most money because out of all 3-pointers, the corner 3 is
the corner 3 is the most go-to one. Yeah, it's your shortest distance.
But would you still risk it though?
No, I do a free throw.
You do a free throw?
100
See,
grand?
I don't even know if I'd risk that because I'm pretty good.
How much is the layup?
Layup is 50,000.
Oh, 50,000.
50,000.
Yeah.
Free throws 100. Top of the keys 500,000.
No,
A wing 3-pointer 750. Corner 3-pointer 1 million. Fuck.
I mean, for you, layup would make sense because you're ginormous.
You're right there.
Like, layup is a guaranteed.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I'm pretty confident it's a guaranteed 50 grand.
Yeah.
Free throw 50-50 for sure because my free throws are. But I have to warm up first. I'd have to warm up.
Same. I couldn't just say ball free throw in. Shit. Well, try it. Yeah.
Right,
no, I would go free throw too. Because
free throw.
I mean, I could try for a 3, but I don't know. Basketball's one of those sports where I can never dial in my distance for good enough. It's always way too short or way too far. And I don't know. It's one of the things where I'd have to practice for a while, warm up, and then okay, I'll try. If I feel confident enough that day, then maybe we'll try for corner 3, and who knows, right? But
if I can set like a date for this, I'd be like, okay, if this can happen in a year's time. What I'd do is I'd get the the Stephen Curry masterclass on how to shoot a basketball and just do that.
I fucking knew you were gonna say something like that. I knew you were.
And then I'd be like, oh fucking.
But
3.
if you just go to a place, they give you a ball, make a decision now and shoot, I would probably say the free throw.
Okay, so no warm ups, nothing.
Just,
you show up at the gym.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, there's a guy in the suit. He's got the suitcase. He's like, what'll it be, bud? Here's your ball. You got one shot.
The question is all 3 of us doing this at the same time?
No, we each take our turn.
No, but I mean, like,
I go, we
all have chances.
I would assume, yeah.
So, like,
sure, yeah.
Would we game plan it and be like, okay, Tyler, you do the layup.
Well, yeah,
and like,
sure.
Eric, you go for a 3 throw, and then maybe I just be like, I'll risk it. I'll go for a 3. And if
I'd be like, dude, no, just do the free throw. Just do the free throw. Guaranteed 100 grand. But then it's like,
I know.
Got $1 million on the line. It's like, fuck.
But then split it.
If we split it, yeah, exactly. It's worth the risk. That's tough, man. That's a gamble. That's a hell of a gamble. So when I saw that, I'm like, man, that is a good question. Fuck, there's a lot of risk.
Well, that's the
high risk, high gain.
Exactly. Would your answer change if there was a half court shot for like $50 million? Just like super crazy amount of money.
I don't know, man. No. I don't think so. I've only done it like maybe 2 times out of the 1,000 shots. Like when I was fucking around in gym class, I've only done like maybe 2 times.
I've never
a half court shot, but
I never have. No.
No, it wouldn't be worth the risk.
What if the
It's
three?
easy
What
50.
if the 3 was like, like 5 million, 10 million? Would it change?
A 3-pointer?
Yeah.
Ooh, only one shot? I don't know, man. I think if anything, I would risk the free throw.
50? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'd take the guaranteed 50,000 because that could solve a good chunk of my issues right now.
Yeah.
With one quick little layup. Oh man, but then the pressure would be so high that I'd fucking trip or something.
Just hit the bottom of the
and I would like laser beam the backboard, just gone. Be like, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But no, it's
they'd call it travel. I'd do like 1, 2, 3, and they'd be like, no. Fuck. Throw the ball at them. Yeah.
Pick up your
fucking
dribble.
redo.
Pick up your dribble at like the 3-point line. Just like
yeah. Panic. Just
throw it at the bottom of the rim.
Yeah. Back down, you fall down. It's the ultimate embarrassment. I did that on a breakaway once in junior high. Oh my god. I had the ball and there's like nobody in front of me. I'm just running and I traveled because I panicked so bad. I'm like, fuck. Yeah. I'm the guy that's in the key and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's where I belong. That's where I should stay.
Only for 3 seconds. Did you ever get called for that? Lots?
Once or twice. That was it in junior high. But otherwise, I'm good. I'd have to count. I'd be like 1, 2, 3, hop out, hop back in. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, man.
Well, that it?
Yeah, that's all I got for questions.
All right.
That's all I got, man.
Eric, you didn't have nothing?
I didn't think anything in time. No, I just assumed we have enough with the other questions. So.
All good. Yeah, we were at like 45 minutes, so it's cool.
Holy shit, brother.
Yeah. That's
nice.
Good, though. Good episode.
That was. Those good questions.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you guys for those questions.
Yes.
Yes. Very good questions.
Yeah, so let's wrap it up here. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Like and subscribe. And if you're listening on a podcast service, subscribe to the feed, leave us a rating, and head over to our Facebook page, like the page, ask a question for next month's Ask Us Anything, or you can always drop us a topic of something you want us to talk about. We'll look at that as well. And then, we'll be back here Wednesday with another regular podcast. Until then, adios. See you later.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you guys.